Hey everybody, it's Rick Silva. Hey, welcome to another networking episode. Why join a networking group? So have you ever said things like, what are networking groups? What would I get out of joining a networking group? Why should I even join one? My referral business is way too inconsistent. I don't have enough referrals. I'm not making enough money. Or, hey, cold calling works great for me. If you've said things like that, I've got something to show you. Hopefully help you out build your referral-based practice. Here we go. So again, everyone, my name is Rick Silva, referral coach, and the title of this video is Why Join a Networking Group. If you missed the last one, which is what is a networking group, I'll put the card up on top and the link will be down below and you can check that one out. So again, my name is Rick Silva. I'm a referral coach. 6 industries I primarily work with: real estate, mortgage, financial planner, insurance agents, dentists, chiropractors, network marketers. I can help you build a referral-based practice so you don't have to pay for leads. You don't have to buy leads. You don't have to cold call. You don't have to door knock. You don't have to run Facebook ads. You don't have to then worry about people asking you for discounts or standing you up and all the stuff that goes along with working with leads. I can help you, instead of you chasing people, having people chase you. Okay. So I facilitated well over 1,700. It might even be 1,800 by now, networking groups. So this is my specialty. Before we get into what a networking group is and why join one, just a little bit more. So my now wife, Marcella, 11 years ago, almost 12 years ago now, joined one of my groups and we started dating and then we got married and then I started helping her with her real estate business. I always knew. Now, when we met, I was homeless. I was living in my office. It was just off my divorce of 2008. I was showering at the gym, broke, and I went from that to multi-millionaire in 8 years. I had this networking skill. I knew it worked. And I never knew that I was going to become wealthy from it. But I plugged that into my wife's business. We've probably done close to 800 real estate transactions at this point. Never, ever, ever look for business or cold call or door knock. We teach other people how to send us business. Door knocking, you're looking desperate. You're out trying to find people looking to buy or sell. They don't know who you are. They don't trust you. If someone's financial planner or CPA, estate planning attorney, their coach says, hey, call Marcella, she can help you invest in land, 99% of the sale is done. You don't even need to know how to be a good salesperson if you have a network built. So you teach other people how to send you business. Avatar, elevator pitch, networking groups. Those are all videos you can look back in the channel to see. In the previous video, I wanted to talk to you about what a networking group is. So I had you imagine a room. If you've never seen a networking group, this is what they look like now. Most networking groups currently are virtual. Mine will stay virtual. Mine used to be face-to-face, but I can't take the risk of somebody getting sick or dying in one of my networking groups because then I would be sued. So all of my groups are virtual. If you're interested in having your own group, you can contact me onereferralaway@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about possibly facilitating your group and going over all that with you. But this is what a networking group looks like. You've got web flooring, SEO, franchise. There's my wife. She helps people invest in land. Real estate, attorneys, mortgage, bankers, payroll, franchise consultants, CPA, travel agents, carpet cleaners. This is what a networking group looks like. This is what they all used to look like. Most, again, do not currently meet face-to-face, since it's a big risk if they do, because if somebody in that room got COVID and God forbid died, the meeting facilitator could be sued, and I'm not looking to have that in my life. So my groups will stay virtual. So again, what are networking groups? Imagine a room filled up with all these different industries. The sole purpose of being in there's 2 reasons. Number one, teach other people what you do, so hopefully that they can send you referrals, and then your job is to listen for what they do and see if you can send them referrals. So it's a reciprocity. It's kind of a forced reciprocity. So for realtors, financial planners, insurance agents, dentists, chiropractors, network marketers, small business owners, there's few things that are as important as building your network, unless you like cold calling or chasing all your friends around, which I don't. Networking groups help you build this. So you're in the middle and it helps you build this network around you to get questions asked, asked and answered, to help people, to be helped. It builds a business force field around you. So why should you join a networking group? It's a great way to meet new referral partners. And in the networking world, it's called power partners. I know in the real estate world, they call it a sphere of influence, circle of influence, center of influence. But in the networking world, it's called power partner. You can build relationships, receive referrals to new clients, on and on. You'll notice there's one thing that every article I've ever read about networking groups says: you can go there to make sales. You should never, under any circumstance, go to a networking group thinking about making a sale. You should be going there to educate the other members so they can find you referrals. Selling to your referral partners or selling to the people in the networking group is offensive, and a lot of people don't like it. I actually pick up a lot of members for my groups because they're in other groups where it's encouraged to sell to each other, and a lot of people find it offensive. So I don't allow that in my groups. Networking is about building long-term relationships as well as a good reputation over time, and networking groups are the best way. So when people are consistently seeing you, now my groups are once a month, but whether they're seeing you once a week or once a month, and you're showing up on time, you have good follow-up, you have a really good elevator pitch, that's all people have to go on. So they're judging you and your reputation based on attendance, how prompt you are, good elevator pitch, how you dress, how you look. That's basically how you're being judged. So some of the ways would be motivation, inspiration. The groups help motivate business owners to be productive. You're seeing other people in the group. You're seeing other people be thanked. Hey, I want to be one of those people that's a standout. So it's called I call it passive peer pressure. The psychology theory suggests that comparing yourself to people who you consider to be better than you motivates you to achieve more. So when you're interacting with people with goals like yours or even higher than yours, it kind of motivates you to do more. So yes, it's a place for referrals, though you should not be walking in trying to sell to the other members. You're teaching them how to find your referrals. So it's not uncommon for each member to know 3 to 5 people who'd be interested in purchasing your product or service. You just need to teach the members of the group what to look for and listen for. Networking groups are very important for businesses and professionals. Specifically, networking groups offer a lot of business opportunities, including referrals, as we said. So, hey, if you're getting maybe you're learning something new today. Let's hope. And you like it and you want to learn more. Also, if you have any questions about networking you want me to shoot a video on, put the comment down below. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. That would really help me, help the channel. It helps YouTube put the content out there so I can help more people learn how to build a referral-based practice. So in groups, you also build a much stronger bond. Networking groups, it's one of those things where you're there knowing the reason is to help each other. So it builds a bond. It strengthens your business connections also in the community, because as you get better known, if somebody in the group has an issue or a question and they know you can solve it, they're going to contact you. And the way you build that stronger bond, again, as I said, is attendance, is showing up on time, because people are judging you. There's something called the halo effect. And the halo effect basically says you're treated based on your appearance. So if I had a hat on sideways or had my pants halfway down to my knees, you may not trust me. So you're going to trust me based on my actions and my appearance. And my appearance, here I am. But the bigger thing, even more important than that, is showing up on time and having good attendance. So regular attendance is important, and that's what kind of builds your reputation. And if you look at the very bottom, if you're looking for the quickest way to build trust or rapport with other business professionals, networking groups and then evening time mixers are the best way, other than one-on-one coffee meetings. You can learn a lot of new things in networking groups. You can get fresh ideas. Your network can be an excellent source for ideas. I've had people in groups for businesses because one had a specific skill, one had another specific skill, and they started businesses and they met in the group. It's a great opportunity to exchange best practices. I've got an HR professional in a group, one of the groups I ran yesterday. I learned a lot about just misconduct and all of the things that maybe were accepted in the 70s, 80s, and 90s that aren't accepted now, and all the different laws. And I don't even know how HR people keep up with all the trends, but they need to pass it on to the employers and the employees so they don't get sued. So you can learn a lot. I learned a lot about flooring, carpeting, how to clean carpets, just from the education you get from the other members. You can learn about investing. So when I met my wife, Marcella, I didn't know anything about land banking. I didn't know anything about investing in land. And then I went from being homeless to meeting her to become a multimillionaire, from not only helping other people invest in land, but then I own 9 parcels that are worth millions of dollars and helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people invest in land. So I learned about that from being in a networking group. And then you can stay up on all kinds of different trends. I think the number one reason to be in a networking group is to help other people. Sharing your knowledge. There's always somebody that needs something. People say things like, "Oh my God, my house is a mess, and my friends are coming over." You could introduce them to a house cleaner. You see somebody just kind of sitting funny and they're wiggling. "Are you okay?" "Oh, my back's killing me." Introduce them to a chiropractor. Always look for the complaints, and 9 out of 10 comments are negative anyway. So help people solve their problems, and that's going to really put you at the top of the class inside the networking group. Confidence and speaking skills. So my wife, Marcella, worked at Lawrence Livermore Lab as a software engineer, and she was telling me that before that in college, she took classes. If it had anything to do with public speaking, she would take the class in the summer when there was only 6 or 7 people in there, because she'd want to throw up if she had to talk to people. Now she stands on stage and speaks to hundreds of people, speaks to more people than I do per year. Has no problem, has total command of the stage. All of that came from being in a networking group. And over elevator pitch, over and over and over. And the more confident you are, the more your income goes up. The more confident you are, the income goes up. We go from 80,000 our first year to close to $1 million last year in income. And it's all based on confidence. So when you're meeting people, you're helping people, they're sending you referrals. Your self-esteem's not going down because you're door knocking and cold calling, which is the absolute biggest self-esteem killer. Cold calling and door knocking is the worst thing you could do for your business because of what it does to your self-esteem and because it makes you look desperate. You should have people chasing you. You should not, as a professional, be chasing anyone. So, and then my wife being an introvert and I'm a total introvert, networking groups will bring you out of your shell and force you out of that. And you have to, because like CPAs, they like to run numbers all day long. But if a CPA doesn't get good with people skills, he's going to be a very, very lonely and bored, very good CPA, because he's not going to have any business. Friendships, meet new people. Top on the list is on the bottom of the list. I met my wife in my networking groups and we got married. I've had 3 people in my groups meet their significant other just by being around them weekly or monthly in a networking group. So the long-lasting personal relationships, I will back up and show you one thing real quick. When I showed you this picture, so this is my best friend Eric, and he was over my house about a month ago, and the next week, unfortunately, he passed away. I lost my best friend 3 weeks ago. I met him in my groups. So that's Eric. Goodbye, Eric. Whew, I'll start crying in the middle of my training here, but I met my best friend in one of my networking groups. I also met my wife. So long-standing personal relationships. You get to connect with new people. You get to learn about industries you would have never learned about. Sometimes people meet and they start going golfing together. It's just this camaraderie you build is why people send you referrals. And if people are sending you referrals, you're not spending money on leads, and leads are hard to close. People stand you up. They ask for discounts and you're chasing them, while referrals are chasing you. We can only do that through building a network, and networking groups and evening time mixers are the best way to do that. You can find new mentors. I formed a mastermind group. I took 6 or 7 of the top people in my groups that I wanted to be around more. And I built a mastermind that we kept for about 14 or 15 years. I also met a gentleman named Ron who had 2 MBAs. One was from Penn State. I remember where the other one was. He was in his mid-70s at the time. And I knew he was successful, and I said, hey, this is back when I was living in my office homeless, showering at the gym before I met my wife. And I said, hey, Ron, I don't have any money, but I need help. Will you help me? And he said, no one's ever asked me for help for free. And he goes, I know what you're doing. You're doing big things with your networking groups. And by the way, if you see the hand going like that, it's resetting the webcam. Sometimes it gets messed up. And he said, you take me to this specific restaurant in Pleasanton every Friday. I'll meet you there. And you can ask me questions from the time we order until the time I take my last bite, and then I'm going to leave. And we did that for 3 or 4 years, and that completely changed my life. So find mentors that you admire, because some will help you if you ask, but you got to have the guts to ask. Brand awareness. Networking plays a crucial role in growing your brand. You're going over and over and over. People are hearing it over. Like if I say Golden Arches, you know the name of the company. If I say the 3 lines on the side of a tennis shoe, you know it. If I say the swoosh, you know what that is. It's over time. You've seen it over and heard it over and over and over. And that's what happens in the networking groups. One of the most important, you've got meeting new people, you've got mentors, you've got elevator pitch practice, because you never know. You're going to be in a grocery store, you might be in an elevator somewhere, and someone's going to ask you what you do. And you've said it so many times in a networking group, it comes out like that. So it helps you polish your elevator pitch. So I just did 10 videos on elevator pitch, and I'll either put a link here, the link down below, go to One Referral Away. All the videos are there on how to create and polish your elevator pitch, which is, I think it's maybe the most important part. And then referred customers have the highest profit margin, a higher retention rate, on easiest to close. So door knocking and cold calling and buying leads, take everything on the screen and make it the opposite. Leads have the lowest profit margin. Door knocking is the lowest because you're spending time doing it. Leads cost you money. They have the lowest retention rate. Right before you go to sign your deal, you have a client, right as they pick up the pen, how much are you making on this deal? Hey, I want some kickbacks. Hey, I'd like some of your commission, or I'm not going to sign. Hey, I want discounts, or they don't show up. They stand you up. Leads do that. Referrals almost never do that. And then leads are the hardest to close, where referrals are 90% done if you do it properly before you even get them. Okay. So in summary of this section, business networking groups are important for building a referral marketing practice, allowing you to meet many people in one day. By the way, the other thing, I want to go back here real quick, because this is critically important too. If you go to an evening time mixer, you've got to meet 30 people to give your elevator pitch 30 times. In a networking group, there's 30 members. You give it one time, and you just repeated it 30 times. It's leverage, one time to 30 people. So if it's a 60-second elevator pitch, it saved you 29 minutes. It's leverage. Okay, so allow you to meet many people in one day, a place to meet other professionals to exchange ideas and referrals. It's the quickest way to build trust and rapport. And it's a chance to provide business referrals to other members, which, other than elevator pitch, it's more important to give than it is to receive. So it's giving help, giving referrals, making introductions. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. The way I can help you guys is I can help you build your entire referral-based practice. If you're looking for business, if you're paying for leads, if you're door knocking or cold calling, I will help you completely eliminate that. Teach you how to talk to networking and referral partners so they send you referrals, so you're not looking for business, which is the worst. If you want me to help you, I've got a course on it, and I do one-on-one coaching. It's all at onereferralaway.com. You can check it out there. These are all the different products that I have. The one I want to key on for you today. So here's the one-on-one coaching here. If you click on it, I'll have different packages, different hourly rate packages. And then this is the course I want to show you real quick. So it's $795, and I'll explain what comes with it. But if you look at it, when you're on the page, you click here, there's the button. When you click on that, one of the pages that shows up is this. These are the 12 lessons. This is everything you need to know about the basics of networking. It also comes with one-on-one coaching, including in it. Go to One Referral Away. All the info is there. I also have a Patreon page. I do monthly coaching. If you're interested in being on with me once a month on Zoom. Check out Patreon/One Referral Away. Again, it's Rick Silva, onereferralaway@gmail.com. If you'd like a complimentary 30-minute Zoom meeting with me to determine if I can help you build your business, feel free to reach out. Hope you enjoyed it. The next video is called How to Find a Networking Group. Anything you need, questions, comments, if you're interested in 30 minutes of coaching, just send me an email, onereferralaway@gmail.com. Hope you enjoyed the training. Have a great day. See you next week. Bye-bye.